Santa. A Christmas song can bring you back to times you've had before.
About our dad.
That sweet and simple melody from golden days of yore.
He deserves to be happy.
And whether you're a Grinch or you're a caroler at the door,
He deserves someone incredible.
you hear that old familiar sound you can't ignore.
Someone who isn't Vicky.
Christmas, the holiday musical that hit the stage last year in Toronto, has just released their official studio album. To tell us more, co-creators Matt Stodolak and Katie Kerr, a real-life couple, real-life parents. Last year, we interviewed 3 of you.
That's right.
We did, yeah.
Yes.
We hadn't quite announced we were pregnant yet. We thought maybe we'll do it on CHCH, but yeah, we have a 6-month-old at home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are busy then?
Yeah.
Yes.
But happy and busy.
Yeah. So how big of a deal is it for a studio album to be made of a Broadway show? Well, a Broadway show, it happens, right?
Yeah.
Not good, not good. But of a musical, it doesn't happen very often in Canada.
It's a pretty rare endeavor. In this day and age, so much of how shows are discovered is on Spotify, on YouTube and whatnot. So it's kind of the new method of happening. It rarely happens. I mean, yeah, it's a blessing. It's a miracle if it happens for a Broadway show, but in Canada, it's very rare.
So how did the album happen then?
Well, we produced the show last year in Toronto at the Winter Garden Theatre, and the #1 question we got every single day from people was, well, how can I listen to the music at home? So we had the gumption to, I reorchestrated a bunch of the music from the show. We hired some really amazing Canadian and American performers, and we produced it right here in Canada and a couple of recording studios in the States, and we distributed it ourselves.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So give us a little background of the story itself. So for people that didn't see it last year.
Sure. Yeah, the story is a festiveless father. He's a widow. He's got 3 kids, and he's sort of working his way up the corporate ladder and has decided to try and sell his family lodge to get a better position in his company, but his brother still owns it, and so he has to go up there for Christmas to try and sort of convince him to sell. And he brings along his sort of socialite girlfriend who the kids don't like, and in the process, in a very Hallmarkian style, meets someone at the lodge who brings out his Christmas cheer.
His Christmas spirit.
Exactly.
Okay. And you guys have a Hamilton connection, very strong Hamilton connections.
We do, yeah.
Yeah, I'm from Hamilton, born and raised, and Katie and I actually met in Hamilton at Theatre Aquarius doing a show.
Yeah. So we live here now. It was
Elf, yes.
Yeah. So Christmas musicals run deep in our blood.
In our relationship too. Absolutely, yeah.
That's very cool. Very cool. So what's going on with the show now? Like, obviously this season it's not running, but are there plans for next season?
That would be our hope, absolutely. I think for us right now, we just want to make sure the album is in great shape and as many people can hear it as possible. And then finding out, where's the next place it's going to live and what's the next development and evolution of the show.
Because that's the big thing, right? You want to get people listening to the songs and asking about the show.
Exactly, yeah. When you know the IP, when you know the story, you're more likely to go, and your theater company is more likely to put it on. So. As many people that can know about Christmases as possible, the better for us.
Okay. All right. So what are you working on now then, besides taking care of
changing
a 6-month-old?
No, the album was a big lift all year. We started recording in January, right after the show closed. We got a bunch of our leads from the show to put down tracks. And then we traveled over the summer to New York to get some Broadway talent. Adam Jacobs, who is the original Aladdin, is voicing the lead on the album. Samantha Polly, who is one of the original Queens in 6, and Danny Burstein, who's currently on Broadway
in Gypsy.
So we did a lot of traveling. Matt reorchestrated. We recorded the album with live instruments. So there was a lot of, all year was spent really lifting the album out of our brains and onto the sound waves. And it just released last week. So that's been up to this year, between the baby and the album. So now our focus is to still keep writing, to keep our creative juices flowing. We've been in talks with a couple of Canadian playwrights, just starting to to want to collaborate in different forms on different projects. So just always wanting to keep the
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. I love following your story.
Thank you.
And,
Thank
okay,
you.
and people can listen to the music now.
Yes, if you go to chrismisses.com, Chris the name, mrs.com, and it's right there waiting for you.
Okay, Merry Christmas to both of you.
Thank
Merry
you. Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.